Okay, so good morning, everyone. Me, Shane Looney. Um, like I keep telling the person who keeps attacking me anonymously, calling themselves M6, and also Boy, and also Nope, and Nope, right? Right, whoever that person is, right? Um, when you go to John chapter 8, right, the first word used in the Koine Greek is wife, not woman, right? Those are two different words. Like that. And you can tell them because one has a K in it and one does not. Guinea is woman, right? So that she's two, right? King James, I guess, lied his butt off when he translated that. Now, Christian Fellowship Church used to tell me there's no mistake in the King James Version, but they're wrong. Right? But they were attacking every other version too, right? But they're wrong too, right? That's the point, right? Um, King James just interpreted it all as woman, right? When there's two different words there that they both start with the guinea, right? Part, but one uses a K with it, right? I think, something like that. And he wrote one part out in Greek, but not that part out in Greek, right? Where I talked about thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. They wrote that part out, right? But not the other part, right? See, that means people are selecting what they believe about the Bible anyway, which is sin, right? Because you're lying about it, right? When you do that, you're denying certain aspects. Like when Isaiah talked of kings sucking whose breast he would suck, right? The only way you can do that and get milk is if the king is a hermaphrodite. I keep telling them that too, right? It's not impossible for Isaiah to have heard of hermaphrodites back then, right? They've kind of always been around once in a while. In reading about them in Portsmouth, Virginia, when I was at the hospital, right, for medical hold, I researched them, dumbass, right? They're real creatures, right? Just like you and the woman, right? Or me, if you're a male too, and the woman, or women, or women. Now, you don't bring, though, in Jewish religion, right? Alright. Now, when Joseph found out Mary was pregnant, he would have been the one to pick up the stone her first, as well. But he wanted to put her away privately, right? And maybe not do that. But, no. You know, the angel convinced him to take Mary as his wife in a dream. So, again, though Zechariah, for instance, saw a vision of Gabriel, and I assume it would be Gabriel Joseph dreamed of, too, right? Because he's involved with it a little bit, I don't know. Especially with Mary, right? But now, when Zechariah was in the temple, and Gabriel first spoke to him, and he doubted him, he couldn't talk until the child was born, too, right? 9 months later, right? And Luke includes that in the story. Now, some people think the wise men came immediately, but then why kill all children under two, right? No, they noticed the star and then went to Jerusalem, right? I don't know. And it might have took them about 2 years. We don't know. We don't know. But that's why he killed all male children under two. The star was in the sky for at least 2 years. Now he died around 4 BC. Do the math backwards, right? Right. So that at least puts it around 6 or 7 BCE when he was born, right? Mm-hmm. Right? They still might be a year off because they try to make it 7 sometimes, right? But it might have been 6. Though he also went to Egypt for at least a year, right? Maybe, right? So it could have been 7, right? When he finally died, right? And then they went to Nazareth. And Luke says, though, he fulfilled all that was written in the prophets of him, too, right? Before, he talks about him being 12 at the temple as well. Mm-hmm. Now, you got to read it, though, the right way. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's written by 2 different people, too, in their own style of writing, right? Koine Greek, alright? Koine Greek. Mm-hmm. Which is Hebrew Greek, right? With little Hebrew differences between the original Greek, right? Which, like, certain words, they'll add different vowel points, different endings. Like, even with Jesus, you'll see an N, an O, or an OU sometimes at the end. It's probably not true in traditional Greek, right? They probably don't do it the same way. Mm-hmm. Well, that's because in the Hebrew, they had more than one way to say God. Ella, for example. El which Jeremiah called the Queen of Heaven La with a double H after the L. He's making a point about El La. Then L, right, which is not a man, right? Then L-U-I, which has kind of the vowel, the V and the H, right? Right. And El-Hu was used by Job in Job, right? And El-He is used by Jacob, right? Or Israel, when he becomes Israel. El-He, Yisrael. Now, later on it probably became Hey because there are no vowel points in the Hebrew. But they're denying the feminine aspect of God like all men, right? In fact, the divine name is more associated with Sarah, which is 1H, as is YHVH. And you again see Ua after El. El-Ua, Jews. Now Elohim is used as well to be plural. And then they replaced Yahuwah, and even if you just do Yahvah, it's associated with Eve, Chav, Va. A double V there, because it has the point with the V. And the point usually doubles the letter, right? Now, some say the S could be an SS, right? Sound. So it might be in Jesus' name, Yesu. Yes. Yas. Su. Yes. Su. Or Yas. Su. I don't know. Right? Now, that's because 1 minute the point's on one side and then the other, so the point usually doubles the letter, right? So we don't know. But they also make it mean SH, right? Now, which one it actually is, you can't say because Moses wrote it 3,500 years ago, and Moses ain't around anymore, and I'm just dotting the I's and crossing the T's a little bit, just in case. I mean, all you have to say is the divine name to be saved is once anyway. You understand? In the name of the Son, the same as the name of the Father, right? Now that's YHVH, right? Or YHWH, and that's why I deal with different ways to say it. Now, it can be Yahweh or Yahweh, as well. And Yahuwah, if you want to be perfect, right? Since they give the letter Vav two different meanings, right? And that's all you gotta do is say it both ways, right? Replacing both consonants with a W or a V, right? That's how will becomes bill. Because the vowel, the consonant used for will can be a V though. So it might also be vil. Then later on it was made a W too, right? Because you can do that with the yod, right? Or the vav, I'm sorry. Or the wa, right? Whatever you want to call it, right? Now, the wa is a hook like this, it goes down, right? The yod is like this, right? Little Y. And Jesus obviously could read and write because he wrote on the ground that, as well when the woman was, when the wife was brought to him. I know. Sorry. Though he did call her woman within it, I'm not saying he didn't, but the first word used was wife. They brought wife to him, right? Whose wife? His wife, right? See, only the husband in Hebrew, with religion, right, can determine if she's stoned or not, and he has to pick up the first stone, right? To stone her. If he don't, or forgives her, right, I don't know, they can't stone her either. Plus, she might have been with child, and maybe it was his child, or even another man's child. We don't know, though. Mark talks about the 7 demons, though, that were cast out of her. Right? Well, if you read the story where one of Judah's son pulled out, and instead of ejaculating into Tamar, Tamar, as they call her, right? He died somehow shortly after, right? I don't think he died of a heart attack right on top of her or anything, but he died shortly after, right? And then Judah was afraid to give her his youngest son, and then she dressed up as a harlot and got his staff or something like that, and then, right, he found her pregnant and wanted to stone her, like I told you, right? Hello? You can't use another source to interpret the Bible, but the Bible sometimes. You don't like that, scientists or Jews or other people, right? Sometimes you don't want to interpret your own Bible correctly, right? When you do that, you're not telling the whole story. Now, Moses never said, though, a single woman couldn't say a man raped her either. Now, I guess he's talking about if she didn't cry out in the city or the field, right? And, you know, was more seduced, right? Not raped, dumbass, right? Now, if raped, as if with the woman who was betrothed and cried out, and he compared it to murder, it's murder even if the woman is single. Right. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But anyway, um, now someone in their 20s is attacking a 50-year-old man for still having hair, right? At 50 years old. I hope it ain't my own son because I saw a recent picture of him where he's with his sister and his mom, and it looks like he's went bald. I don't know, right? I ain't seen him in a while. Really not since I think he was maybe 18 or 19 or somewhere around there. Well, one of my cousins went bald early too, right? It could be either from the Lancaster side or the Walker side. I don't know if he did. But all it takes is one gene for you to get bald, son, right? It's not my fault, it's not your fault, but you can't take it out on me if you did. That ain't gonna help you. But let it go.